On this special edition of Bed Bath & Beyond. Andy and I record during and after the NFL draft. That's right. We record during the NFL draft and get this, after the NFL draft as well. Gives back old vibes of the NFL season where we'd record before, during, and after games. The only thing that sucks is that I have to stay up late at night to mix the episode, and I don't miss that. But I do love talking football with you guys. I can't wait for the 2021 season to start, and this is a great episode if you love football. We talk about all the picks, we grade teams, we talk about the Panthers picks, the Ravens picks, and all the other picks in between. There are winners, there are losers, just like in life, and it's coming up right now. 3, 2, 1, go. I am Ian Peacock.
And I am Andy Heidemann, and I hate sports betting. No matter what you say, I'm betting 100 on it tonight.
Welcome to Bed Bath & Beyond.
It's the draft show.
It's the special Bed Bath & Beyond draft show. I'm Ian.
I'm Andy.
Brought to you by
B3T Sports.
.com, baby. Wow,
How's it going?
we fucking nailed that intro.
Of course
we
we
fucking
did.
nailed it.
You want to clip it, and then we can just use that every time?
Yeah, honestly, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's just
We don't have to worry about it.
Every episode, though, would be the draft show.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Can't do it.
No, that's okay. We'll just celebrate the draft because it's
a holiday.
It's a beautiful time of year. Andrew.
Yeah.
Who just right off the bat, we're recording this at 7 o'clock p.m. on Thursday night, draft time. So we're going to be watching the draft live. We're definitely going to record the top 5 picks on air. We're going to watch it and record live, and then we'll probably take a step back, come back after the first round is done, and do a little recap.
Yeah.
So,
how are you watching the draft right now?
I'm watching it on my TV, ABC.
ABC, okay. I'm watching Pro Football Focus Draft too.
But you're watching it online, right? You're watching it on like Twitter.
Well, I was watching it on Twitter until I found this. Now I'm watching this.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think that's how I want to do it.
Okay, so who's going number 1?
Trevor Lawrence.
Who's going number 2?
It's what's his name? Zach Wilson.
Who's going number 3?
Mac Jones, Michael McCorkle.
Okay. Wait, no, who's going number 3?
Probably Mac Jones.
Wait, what did you just call him?
His real name is Michael McCorkle Jones. That's why he's called Mac. It's
McCorkle.
McCorkle is his middle name.
Michael McCorkle Jones. Yeah,
yes.
McCorkle. That's a fucking terrible middle name.
Just look it up? Do you think I was lying to you?
I looked it up because I was like, McCorkle? How do you even spell that? It's fucking exactly how you think it'd be spelled. It's fucking McCorkle.
Sure is.
Okay, who is going number 4?
Probably Kyle Pitts. But there is a lot of speculation that they're going to trade down. I think that they'll probably take Kyle Pitts, but anything could happen.
The 4th pick of the draft currently belongs to the Atlanta Falcons.
Correct.
And you think they're taking Pitts?
Yep, I think they're going to take Kyle Pitts. They're going to take a tight end.
Okay. I mean, Tony Gonzalez is smiling from heaven.
Yeah, because he's dead.
And who is going number 5?
So this is also up in the air. Penny Sewell, I think is how it's pronounced. He's a offensive lineman. He's the best in the class. I think he's going to go. It'd be really smart for them, protect Joe Burrow, especially after that knee surgery. There's speculation that they will get Jamar Chase, who is Joe Burrow's old teammate from LSU. He's like the top wide receiver in the class. A lot of people are. It's hard to be mad when you get the number one prospect at the position in a draft, but I mean, you could get that with that offensive tackle. So I think they should go tackle, but that's kind of 50-50 to me.
All right, so Justin Fields, you don't have Justin Fields in your top five.
Nope, I do not have him in the top five.
I am not a huge mock draft guy. Every year, I usually get the first couple picks. Like I understand the first couple picks, but then it's kind of like, you know what, I'm just there to enjoy the ride. So I think Trevor Lawrence is going to go number one. You have what, out of the top five picks, you have four quarterbacks? No, three quarterbacks.
Three quarterbacks, yep.
Tight end. So I don't think there's going to be five. I mean, I don't think there's going to be three quarterbacks in the first five picks. I think that's too crazy.
I think that this class is so stacked with quarterback talent that, like, if they don't go in the first four, like, you're gonna see a lot of movement for people trading up to get these guys.
So let's remind the audience. Well, the audience knows because they're listening to this the day after the draft at least. So we have the Jaguars at number one, Trevor Lawrence. I think that's a no-brainer. Then we have the Jets. So that's where you think Wilson is going.
Correct.
Then we have the 49ers, which you predicted Mac Cheeseburger Jones Mac McCorkle Jones, depending on how you call. I like Mac Cheeseburger Jones.
Well, so here's an interesting about the Niners. It has recently come out that Aaron Rodgers is not happy and does not want to be back on the Packers next year. He said he wanted to, allegedly, he wanted them to find a trade for him this offseason, and they backed out of it. That's just what's being reported. No one on either side, I don't think, has confirmed that. Like, not in Rodgers' camp, not in Green Bay's camp. But if that is true, it has also come out that the Niners asked the Packers about a trade, and they said no. I think that if we're going to see something crazy today, it might be that trade to get Aaron Rodgers and give the number 3 pick to Green Bay.
Interesting. So who would they take? Hold on. Let's play that scenario out. Who would the Packers take at number 3?
Now, that's where things get crazy. They're going to take a quarterback then. They're not running out with Jordan Love.
Why? Okay, so then if that's the case, what are they going to do with Jordan Love?
I don't know. Back up.
Throw him away.
Act like an idiot because that's what they were. Like, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Remember, I'm pretty sure they traded up to get Jordan Love.
They did. I mean, they're not gonna. And the only reason they would trade Aaron Rodgers is if Aaron Rodgers is for sure, I will not play for you. That if there's a way they can work it out, they can work it out. But if he's like Deshaun Watsoning it, like saying I will not take a snap for you, they have to trade him to get value. Otherwise, it's the dumbest thing ever. He's the reigning MVP. Yeah, he's older, but you got to get your value. And
let's just hope that the Packers don't find 20 women to come out and say bad stuff about Aaron Rodgers now that he has shown his dislike of his franchise.
But they won't go Mac Jones if that scenario plays out. They're not going to take Mac Jones. I'm almost positive they would rather take Justin Fields. I think honestly they might take Mac over Trey Lance, but it's close.
Number 4 is the Falcons, like we said. So that's where we predict Pitts. And then the Bengals. Remind me again who you have at number 5?
Penny Sewell. He's an offensive tackle.
Ooh, for the Bengals, yeah, that makes sense. Got to protect Joey Burrow. Okay, so that's the top 5. So like we said, we'll record this live during the top 5. We'll react to the picks on air as we first see them. I think I'm going to be a little bit ahead of you. I think I'm going to be ahead of you, Andrew, since I'm watching it on TV and you're watching it online. We'll see.
You might. It's 7-10. The first pick hasn't happened yet. I'm a little upset by that.
Kings of Leon is playing. Kings of Leon.
See,
Are
I'm
you
not
seeing
getting it.
this?
No, because right now I'm just getting all the draft. I have Twitter on in one corner of my screen, and then I've got the draft show on in the another corner of my screen.
I think we might have played this too early, Andrew.
Maybe we can keep
We'll
shooting the
keep
shit
talking.
though.
Look, we'll keep talking, but
I mean,
I don't know.
I'm in a mock draft competition. I can run you down like the next 5 picks I've got. I have the
Yeah.
Dolphins taking Jamar Chase at 6. Who's that? The number one wide receiver prospect from LSU. And then I do have the Panthers taking Justin Fields at 8. If somebody trades up to grab Justin Fields ahead of 8 and he's not there for the Panthers, I think the Panthers will trade number 8 pick. They'll trade it back and try to get some more value for it. The Broncos have Rashawn Slater. And then I have Patrick Surtain the second going to the Cowboys. He's like the best corner in the draft. Cowboys desperately need help at corner.
Okay. Let's see. Now, we talked about this last podcast. Ravens now own the Chiefs' number 1 pick because of Orlando Brown Jr. Here's my prediction, and we'll talk about this during the recap of the episode. Once the first round is over, we have the 27th pick and the 31st pick. We need a wide receiver. Now,
you do.
If I had to take my pick, obviously Jamar Chase is, I think, probably the number 1 receiver in the draft.
He's the most complete.
However, I like Devontae Smith. Always love the Slim Reaper. Roger Goodell. He's talking. He's coming to the podium.
He's saying, "What up?"
Yeah, I have it muted so it doesn't interfere with our recording the podcast. But he's raising his hands up. He's doing a little like crab,
doing a jig.
He's doing like a little crab motion. I kid you not. He raised his hands and then did a little like crab claw. I don't know what the fuck that's all about. I don't know. Yeah, it's fucking weird. I don't know if they're booing him or what. Anyway, let's get into Andrew.
I'm waiting.
What your take is for Baker Mayfield?
Oh, the reason we're talking about this is I was having a conversation in a separate chat before hopping over here to record, and there were a lot of people talking about Baker Mayfield, and someone said they didn't like Baker. Now, do you like Baker Mayfield?
I do like Baker. I like him twofold. I like him as a quarterback, but I also like his personality. I think the Progressive commercials are funny.
Yeah, no, I think he has swagger. I think he's a good football player. I think that he's got potential in the league. And I mean, he had some ups and downs over like the course of his career, but his rookie season was phenomenal for a rookie. His second year was down, and his third year was up. So, I mean, I think he's going to continue to get better in the NFL. But it made us have a large conversation. I have a list of quarterbacks here. We're going to play a game. I'm going to say a name, and you're going to tell me right now in their careers who you'd rather have, Baker or this other guy, okay?
Okay.
And we're going to start with... Okay, easy money. Drew Lock or Baker Mayfield?
Baker Mayfield. Not even a question.
Cam Newton or Baker Mayfield?
Cam Newton.
You'd rather have Cam over Baker, really?
Cam took a team to a Super Bowl and was MVP. So yes.
We're talking about right now, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not their primes. We're talking about players right now. Yep.
Oh, then as of right now, then definitely Baker.
Yeah, I'm Baker too. Mitchell Trubisky or Baker?
Baker.
Baker, exactly. Jimmy Garoppolo or Baker?
Baker.
Baker. Teddy Bridgewater, Baker.
Baker.
Baker, exactly. Tua or Baker?
Baker.
Alex Smith or Baker? I know he's retired, but he's on the list. Alex Smith, like last year, would you take Alex Smith or Baker?
Baker.
Let's see here. Andy Dalton or Baker?
Baker.
Daniel Jones or Baker?
Baker.
Jalen Hurts or Baker?
Baker.
Jared Goff or Baker?
Now we're starting to, because
right.
Everything up until this point was just easy money. Cam, you kind of had me, but if we're talking about as of right now, today, obviously I'm taking Baker. Jared, let's see. I'm going to still stick with Baker, even though the Rams, and I know I called them kings of fraudland.
They are.
All last season, they did make me eat crow a little bit during the playoffs.
That's
They,
true.
they made it through the first round of the playoffs, and even when Jared Goff had a broken thumb, which was pretty fucking tight, I had to give him credit. I'm still going with Baker.
I think I'm going to go Baker as well. Baker or Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Baker.
Baker or Big Ben?
As of right now,
I'm taking
Baker.
I think I'm taking Baker too. Baker or Drew Brees last season?
Oh man, dude. Fuck.
I'm taking Baker.
That's a tough one because obviously everyone was calling Drew Noodle Arm, us included, and he definitely has he announced retire. He's announced retirement.
Yeah,
right?
he's retired.
God, Jesus Christ, I can't even. It feels like forever ago.
I know.
Since the season ended, but that's a tough one. I think that's the toughest pick so far because Drew has that mental game. I think that Drew's an incredibly smart quarterback.
Yeah.
Even if his arm strength isn't there, I think I'd take Drew. I think I'd take Drew for one season. So obviously the longevity is not there. But if you told me right now to start the 2021 season, would you rather have Drew Brees or would I rather have Baker Mayfield? I would choose Drew Brees.
Okay. Baker Mayfield or Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow.
I think I'd take Joe Burrow too. Phillip Rivers or Baker Mayfield?
Baker. Fuck.
Yeah,
But, okay. Hold on one second. Trevor Lawrence is first off. The Jags are on the clock. Let's say that
they are on the clock.
Clock is ticking down. They're showing images of the Jaguars' war room, and they have a split screen of Trevor Lawrence and with his fiance. I think they're engaged right next to him. Holly's in the next room, so I'm going to say this quietly. She's hot.
Smoke show?
She's hot. Oh, yeah.
Trevor. There's a funny picture, too, of him proposing on a football field, and he's wearing nice pants, so he doesn't kneel all the way down because he doesn't put his knee on the thing. And the top comment on the tweet picture was, his knee's not down, he's running a fake, which is really fucking funny.
That is hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah, she... hot.
So we got 16 more guys to go through, but eventually it's going to
16?
Well, because eventually it's not going to matter because some of these guys you're clearly not taking Baker over them. But Dak or Baker, I'm probably taking Dak.
Looks like they're married.
Yes, they are. I know they're engaged.
Well, I said fiance, and you said yeah, they're engaged.
They're engaged for sure.
But no, it just said on the screen that they're married.
Oh, does that mean? Yeah, there you go.
Also, I want to say that the picture they showed of her when they said that they were married, she was not that hot. So
you know what's crazy to me?
Now I don't know if she's hot or not.
How do the Jaguars need 10 minutes to decide they're picking?
Yeah, we all you've had an entire pretty much an entire years where we all knew the Jags were going to take the fucking number one pick midway through the season. So you've had plenty of time.
There's some other news regarding the Jaguars that we have not talked about yet.
Wait, let's finish this fucking Baker Mayfield.
Oh, okay. Dak Prescott, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Dak.
Kirk or Baker?
Kirk Cousins? No,
yeah.
Dak. I'm taking Baker.
All right, Matt Ryan or Baker?
Baker.
Matthew Stafford or Baker?
Don't even.
Baker. Derek Carr or Baker?
Baker.
All right, Kyler Murray or Baker?
Baker. Fuck Kyler Murray.
I take Kyler.
I know you would, but Kyler's not good. And I have a hot take, and I've said it before. Kyler Murray will not be a starting quarterback in the NFL in 2 years.
I would love to bet
believe
that, but there's no way we can bet it.
No, it's too long. But
Justin
I'm saying in the next
Herbert or Baker Mayfield?
Justin Herbert.
Interesting.
Wait, why is that interesting? He had a phenomenal year.
He did.
I don't think that's a hot take at all.
I mean, it's just there's the younger guys. It's interesting. Like Joe Burrow, we were both pretty quick to go. Oh, I'd take Joe Burrow over Baker.
I still liked what I saw before his injury.
Yeah, no, so did I, and I'm still in the same. I mean, I think that I would take Herbert. Maybe it depends on the system. I think because Baker's really good at the system he's in. I don't know if Baker would be good airing it out. He's not going to do what Kyler Murray does. Justin Herbert looked great. I liked what I saw from him, but I have to think a little bit. I'll probably take Herbert, but you were just very quick with it. That's all I was.
Yeah, no, I'm taking Herbert 10 out of 10 times.
Ryan Tannehill or Baker Mayfield?
I think Tannehill is better, at least last season, but I think I'm going to take Baker.
I think I'm taking Baker too, and I think this is where it starts to be like no brainers, like Baker or Lamar.
Lamar.
Yeah. Russell or Baker.
Russell.
Josh Allen or Baker.
I'm just joking, Josh Allen.
And then this list was made, I don't know when, but Deshaun Watson or Baker. Now we're taking Baker.
Well,
Watson
depends.
Might not play
It depends.
again,
It depends. It depends if Deshaun is guilty or not, because I don't want to say Deshaun right now. No, I'm just joking. Deshaun.
Yeah, if he's playing, I'm taking Watson. Patrick Mahomes, Baker, taking Patty Mahomes.
Baker.
Shut up. Tom Brady, Baker Mayfield.
You already know I'm taking Baker
Brady.
Mayfield.
And then Aaron Rodgers or Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield, baby.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, no, obviously, since you said Lamar, I'm taking every other quarterback besides Baker.
Yep. But I mean, like that still puts Baker at like what, a top 10 quarterback, top 8 quarterback?
I don't know how many quarterbacks. It's like literally once you said, okay, obviously we both picked Joe Burrow and I picked Justin Herbert. And then once you said Lamar, the rest of the quarterbacks were better than Baker.
We went through 33 quarterbacks, 32 technically that aren't Baker. And I think we said that we'd take 9 guys ahead of him, so he'd be top 10.
Trevor's flow is just fucking amazing tonight. It is just all hanging out. It just dicks out, dude. Dicks out, flows out, let boobies out, lettuce out. I think the mom's got her boobies out too. I think this is going to be a very interesting play. It's actually very funny. His wife, Trevor Lawrence's wife, not fiance, and his mom just both showed their boobies on live TV. That's crazy.
Yeah, and they didn't cut away from it.
And they rubbed them together, dude. I don't know what's going on. They didn't cut away. They didn't blur out the boobies. They just let them hang out.
You know what's also crazy? There's 3. How much time is left on the clock?
There's TV? 2. There's fucking 2.5 minutes left, and I'm watching some ridiculous CGI. I don't even know, animation of like Trevor Lawrence and then some people in a boxing ring. I don't understand what this is.
Yeah, okay.
Just fucking pick Lawrence and let's move on. We're
definitely only going to get through 3 picks, I have a feeling.
Yeah, we might have to change to top 3 because this is going to
be the full episode.
It's going to be too. Yeah, I don't.
We're going to have to do the top 3, top 4 picks, whatever we have time for today, and then on Monday we'll do the draft recap.
Wait, what do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? We're gonna have too much content.
Yeah, but aren't we recording tonight after the draft?
It depends how much content we have.
No. Fuck you. We have to record. Even if it's a 10-minute recap, we have to record.
Oh, there's so many picks to recap.
No, we're not. I mean, we don't have to recap every single pick. Just highlight. I definitely am going to talk about the Baltimore Ravens.
Right, I'll talk about the Panthers pick.
Also, we never really talked about this. At least I don't remember talking about it. Again, I'm in NFT world.
The pick is in?
Yep, the pick is in. Anyway, I'm in NFT world like 24/7, so my brain is Google gobble. What did we talk about Teddy going to the Broncos?
I don't think we. Oh, maybe we did. I don't actually remember if we talked about it or not. But Panthers got a 6th-round pick. Broncos got Teddy. I kind of wish that we would have gotten more than just a 6th for him because he is a startable quarterback in the NFL. I mean, he's not a beast or anything, but also when you trade for Sam Darnold and people know you're looking at a quarterback in the draft, your guy that you're trying to trade goes down in value because they know that if you have to, you will just release him to save the cap space. So I mean, no one's jumping at the bit to grab him.
Sam Darnold all the way, I guess, huh?
Until we draft Justin Fields here.
Wait, you have number 8, so it's. I mean, you think you're taking a quarterback?
If Justin Fields is there, I think we take a quarterback.
Sheesh.
If not, I think we trade back.
Jesus, the pick has been in for 2 minutes now.
Honestly, I don't think Roger Goodell knows how to read, so they're pronouncing it to him in the back, and he has to memorize it.
The pick is in. The pick is in right after these
Yeah,
messages.
brought to you by Wendy's,
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
the official
Uh,
sponsor of the fucking NFL.
yeah, I want to. Oh, here he comes. He's walking. The funny thing is, everyone who's listening to this knows the answer.
Yeah, they already
So
know.
they're like,
so like
they're like,
they're
yeah, yeah, it was Trevor Lawrence, blah blah blah.
until
And
it's not though. Think about that one.
what? He's helping some lady off of a chair. Who is this lady?
I don't know. Is she making the first pick read?
Yeah, but she's
Is
just
it
a.
is it Trevor Lawrence's grandmother?
I don't think so, for obvious reasons.
Dude, can you imagine if Trevor Lawrence's grandmother went up there to read and it was not Trevor Lawrence who got drafted?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yep, there we
first-
go. Trevor Lawrence,
Trevor
quarterback,
Lawrence.
Clemson, first round.
They really
There
did
we
take
go.
10 fucking minutes to do that.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. You know what? You know what? Oh, there's the mom and the girlfriend. Sorry, wife. Sorry, wife.
They're coming.
Now, here's the thing. They probably told the Jags, hey, just take your fucking time so we can squeeze as much ad time out of this as possible. Because this is probably when most of the people tune in.
That's part of it. I also do think like obviously the Jags are not trading the number 1 overall pick unless it's crazy, right? But I mean, they are sitting in that room taking calls if there are any to find out what people are willing to offer, right? So I mean, like you can't just go, yep, Trevor Lawrence, that's our guy. You got to give it some time, but the full 10 fucking minutes.
Trevor is 6'5", 5/8. That's almost 6'6", and some would say too tall.
Well, I mean, he's a tall white quarterback, so it's amazing that the Broncos didn't try to trade up for him.
Yeah,
like,
dude, he's
got to think for that.
He's Elway's just wet dream, dude. Just made in a fucking lab.
Do you think he's actually happy that he's going to the Jags?
I think so, only because he's the number 1 pick. I think that if you're the number 1 pick, that's just so much swagger. You go wherever. Like I truly believe that you would take the number 1 pick and go anywhere, then be the number 2 pick and pick your place.
Sure.
I think
pick your place. That's kind of crazy though.
I mean, yeah, but the number 1 pick, dude, like there's only one of them every single year.
That's true.
And everyone knows who it is. Everyone knows your name, and it comes with a lot of money. I guess it could come with a lot of money, but it also comes with a lot of expectations.
That's also true. No one ever gives a shit about the number 2 pick.
You know who was the number 2 pick?
Last year? Actually, I don't. Off the top of my head.
I actually no, I'm not talking about last year, but I'm just talking about a player in the NFL who's a number 2 pick that no one really probably no one thinks about anymore.
Who's that?
RG3.
For good reason. No one thinks about RG3 now.
Also, I think Marcus Mariota was a number 2 pick.
Maybe he was.
Andrew Luck was number 1, and then I think RG3 was number 2, and then I think for Marcus Mariota, Jared Goff was number 1.
No. It was Jameis Winston was 1. Mariota was 2.
There you go.
And the year that it was Jared Goff was 1. Carson Wentz was 2.
Yeah, that might.
Those guys were back to back. I don't remember what order.
Yeah, in fact, that was the one. That was the draft in Chicago.
Sure. Oh, speaking of quarterbacks, there were that other piece of Jags news that we never got back to. A certain player made an appearance for Jacksonville, and he ran some routes as a tight end. His name is Tim Tebow.
Yes. Okay. Casey talked about this in the B3T Sports Slack.
Yes, he did.
I'm going to actually get into something else that he talked about the other day, but we'll cover the Tebow first.
Yeah, well, just I think that's interesting. I think that he has always had the size. He could probably play tight end if he can catch the football. It'll be weird. Definitely it'll be weird at first. But they need tight end. They got rid of Josh Oliver. They don't have anyone at that position.
How old would you guess that Tim Tebow is?
Oh, God. That's a great question. He has to be. Is he in his 30s? Is he like 30? Is he?
He is in his 30s.
Is he 31?
Higher.
Is he 33?
Yes.
Oh, my God. He's so old.
And he's turning 34 this year. He'll be 34 when the next season rolls around. Now, I don't know, dude. I feel like Tim is just kind of look. If I was Tim and I had the athletic ability that he had, I'd probably be fucking around too. I'd probably try to play for the Mets. I'd probably try to play for come back as a tight end and all this other stuff. So
I
I'm
think it's money.
not gonna dog the guy for it. But I just feel like since he went out of the NFL as a quarterback, he's just been kind of like a novelty. It's
No,
just a
kind of.
novelty
I mean,
act.
he's done what's it called? He does analysis for college football. He does analysis, I think, for some NFL QB stuff. I know he played baseball for a while, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Mets. So he signed a minor league contract with the New York Mets, and I'm pretty sure just stopped playing this year actually. And so now it's funny that he's now going to the next novelty thing, which is being a tight end in the NFL.
I mean,
I don't know.
if they don't have anyone there and they don't draft anybody there and they don't sign anyone there except for Tim Tebow, he will be a starting tight end for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, like
That'd be
seriously,
pretty nuts. That'd be pretty nuts. He hasn't played in the NFL since 2012.
it's crazy. There
He
is a funny Pat McAfee video where the Jets pick is in. There's a funny Pat McAfee video where Pat McAfee is watching Tim Tebow hit a driver, like a driving range, and he hits it and he destroys it. And Pat McAfee says, Jesus. And then on the upswing, Tim Tebow says, loves you.
Wait, this is an actual video?
Yeah, yeah.
That's hilarious. So you got Zach Wilson, huh?
Yep, I do.
Yeah, I think so too. I think
If they don't, that'll be crazy.
I think that's a no-brainer. I just went to Tim Tebow's Wikipedia page. He might be the best college football player of all time.
Did you know when he played at Florida, Cam Newton was his backup?
Really?
Yeah, before Cam transferred.
Then transferred to Auburn, huh?
Actually, I don't even know. I think in Florida there was a scandal involving a laptop, like a stolen laptop, and then he went to play, I think D2 or something, and then he came back to Auburn. He transferred to Auburn to play for
Seriously?
I think that is what happened.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then Cam was number one pick, and the rest is history.
What? Now that we're talking about, obviously we know Cam was number one. Where in the draft do you think Tim Tebow went in 2012?
Was he the 15th pick?
No.
Was he in the first round even?
He was in the first round, but it's higher.
Define higher. Higher number or
closer to the second round.
Oh, okay. So he was like 28?
25.
25, okay. Then he was picked by the Broncos, right?
He was picked by the Denver Broncos. Then he played for the Jets for a year, and then he was on some practice squads.
Yep, yeah.
And the pick is in. The Jets have picked Zach Wilson from BYU.
2 for 2. Let's go.
Is he Mormon?
I don't know. Because he went to BYU?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Grew up as a Utah fan, was offered by... Dude, he's from Utah. He's 100% a Mormon. 100.
He's got to be.
His uncle founded JetBlue Airlines?
No.
That's what it just said on the screen, dude. Yeah, so Mormon money, dude. Comes from Mormon money.
Comes from Mormon money. Dude, Zach Wilson has a fucking arm.
Yeah, that video of him fading left and then throwing it to the right hash marks that was the video of the combine.
Yeah, everyone, so like, as you're watching his tape, everyone's saying like, oh, he's like baby Patrick Mahomes, which that's a fucking shit ton to put on anybody, right? But some of the throws he makes are gunslinger-esque, very Brett Favre, very Pat Mahomes-like. That's good. That's what the NFL wants now. They want adaptability, and they want you to be able to make Tracy throws.
Holy shit, dude. His dad, I think it's his dad, looks exactly like him. I mean, you could literally put some blonde frosted tips on his dad, and I would be like, yeah, that's Zach Wilson. He's playing for the Jets now.
Yeah, that's Zach Wilson.
In fact, there might be some sort of some Parent Trap shenanigans next year if Zach Wilson goes down or something, and they have to wheel out someone that looks like him onto the field. They might just have to do his dad.
So here's where things start to get crazy, potentially. If the Niners are going to make a trade for Aaron Rodgers, it's going to involve this pick. So, I mean, this could be the first trade of the draft, potentially.
Casey just messaged in the B3T Slack. Imagine the 49ers throw us all off and go for Pitts.
That would be the dumbest thing on the planet. They have George Kittle and
See,
no quarterback.
This is why Casey drives me fucking insane. What kind of... Okay, so let's talk about it because he said something else earlier this week in the B3T Sports Slack channel that drove me crazy, and he without any sort of context just messages, "Oh my God." And I was like, okay, you have my attention.
You're talking about the Julio thing.
Oh, I'm talking about the Julio thing. So first off, whenever you start something out of the blue with, "Oh my God," it better be fucking good. It better be like, okay, like you have my attention, like let's hear it. So he said, oh my God, dude. He said, "Oh my God, Ravens are front runners." That's all he says. Then his next sentence says, "Bring the real JJ to be more and use him properly. No excuses for shit passing if he's healthy. Address the O-line, make a move for Julio, win everything." And I'm like, Casey, what the fuck are you talking about?
Here's what I'll say before we go further with this. When they were rumored that they were going to ship or trade, they're listening to trade offers for Julio. I said, in my personal list, top contenders are the Ravens. That would make sense to me. I also think that you would make a lot of it. The Patriots make sense as a landing spot because they don't really have a number one wide receiver. Packers would be crazy, but they would have to give up a lot for that.
When did you say this? When did you say this, Andrew?
When I said this, I don't remember. I was talking about it in our fantasy dynasty chat.
See, it's funny how you have a podcast where all you have to do is show up and talk about sports for an hour, and you fail to say anything about this when your co-host is from Baltimore, a huge Baltimore Ravens fan. And I just find it funny that you failed to mention any of this on the one
about NFTs.
Designated. No. My job is to bring up NFTs. Your job is to bring sports up, at least during the off season. I don't give really two shits about what happens in the off season unless it really has something to do with the Ravens.
Sure. Well, I mean, we did say. I mean, I think we mentioned when it happened that the Falcons did come out and they're like listening to offers, but at that point it was like that's all it was, just listening to offers.
Yeah, so that's not news. So if that's...
it's kind of news. I mean, in the offseason that's news because there are guys that you think aren't touchable, right? And if they don't say that, in my mind, Julio's not touchable. Like you're not trading away Julio Jones. Now, if they say that, then it's news because now you could speculate like, oh, where can he go? Where's his good fit? Like if I'm Julio, I don't necessarily want to go to Baltimore, maybe. Like, I don't know if I want to go to Green Bay. Like, to me, the best places to go are like places like they're the Bucks or they're the Chargers would be a great spot for him. Or the fucking Tennessee Titans who you could pair with AJ Brown. You know what I mean? I think those are good spots where you got young talent that is coming up, and you want to pass first team.
Okay, so speculation news can be news. I will agree with you. Perfect example is this Aaron Rodgers speculation about how he says he wants out. If this is coming from the person, from the player, or from the organization, or from an insider like Shefty or Ian Rappaport, I will listen. Casey's source for Julio Jones going to the Ravens as the number one location was a sports book in Vegas.
Sure.
It said, according to one book, the Ravens' odds as Jones's next destination are plus 250. That leads all NFL teams ahead of the Raiders, plus 300, Tennessee, plus 500, Patriots, plus 700, Eagles, plus 900, and the Colts, plus 1,000.
I mean,
okay. That's not fucking news. That's not news. That's just one sports book putting, plus 50 more?
Oh, the pick is in.
On. Oh, well, now they're going to take Pitts.
God, I hope not. And I mean, even if every sports book has like the Ravens at the top, I mean, because you also have to remember sports books jobs there to be right. They're there to get people excited. I mean, would it be a good fit for the Ravens? Yeah, they need a wide receiver for sure. People are gonna be like, yeah, that tracks. I'll bet that. To me, it's really tough with sports books because I mean, how many of them had Watt going to the Cardinals? Like none of them.
Like none of them.
Right. And that's not what anyone
Oh,
would have wanted.
we have wait, what is this? What am I looking at? It says 49ers, Dolphins. Oh, they're just
Did they trade?
No, they're just this is like kind of misleading. They're just talking about the 49ers Dolphins trade that happened
that happened previously.
Earlier this year
to move from 6 to
and I thought it was like this just in the 49ers are trading
it back.
But just it look. 49ers pick is in. Let's get this come on, let's get this show on the road.
Oh, and it looks like oh my god, they picked Trey Lance.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Wait, how? Are you ahead of me?
I get sleeper notifications, motherfucker.
So that's fucking ridiculous. Why? I'm watching the fucking draft on live TV. Why am I not? Why? Why am I not?
They're showing ads or something? I don't know.
No, they're not showing ads. Now Roger Goodell fucking made it to his goddamn platform.
I mean, here's the thing about Trey Lance. Trey Lance has a very small sample size of games because he only played the 1 year for North Dakota State. He played for a small school like North Dakota State. He doesn't turn the ball over. He's got great athleticism. He is fast. He's quick with the release. But again, like that scares a lot of people. The number 3 pick overall to a guy who's played 1 year of North Dakota State, like that competition's not great.
He's definitely not. I think Justin Fields at least is better than Trey Lance. I don't know about Mac Jones, but I don't know. I don't. Did you have? No, you had.
I had Mac Jones. I didn't love it, but the reason I had Mac Jones, my reasoning behind it was his comp is similar to Matt Ryan. Lanky, kind of like, he's a white dude. He's kind of tall. He's not very athletic, but he's
cheeseburger.
But I mean, if I compared him to Matt Ryan, that's what Shanahan had when he was offensive coordinator for the Falcons when they went to the Super Bowl. I thought that maybe he wanted a stand-in, someone just like Matt Ryan. But he wants somebody a little bit more dynamic, somebody who's going to be able to run the play action, somebody who's going to be able to help them. They have a run game in San Francisco that's crazy. The system that they run, all that shit is going to be really good for Trey Lance. He's just very rough around the edges because of his inexperience.
Where's Jimmy G? Is he still with the 49ers?
Technically, yes, but...
Is there any speculation of where he might end up? That is not a sports book?
Not that I'm aware of at the moment. There were rumors that the Patriots were working on putting a deal together for Jimmy G. But, I mean, that's been speculated for 2 years.
Okay, so first 3 picks, we have 3 quarterbacks. Now, Andrew, big question. Where does... Sorry, I'm getting fucking distracted by these goddamn Trey Lance highlights, dude. Some of them are sick.
He's athletic. He's really cool. I mean, he's rough,
Yeah, he's rough around the edges. I understand. Okay, so where does Mac Jones go? Where does Mac Jones go? You had him at number 3.
I did. I think that this is another example where the Falcons might trade down. They might go, we don't need Pitts. We'll trade down and we'll get some more. And we're still good with Matt Ryan. And they'll trade down maybe to the Bears. The Bears said they were high on Mac Jones. I know if they traded up for Mac Jones, it was not.
I would love that, dude. I would love for Ryan Pace to trade up for fucking Mac Jones, Cheeseburger Jones, dude, and just have like mediocrity, just a fucking purgatory of mediocrity for the Chicago Bears.
There's also a rumor that the Broncos are trying to heavily pursue Aaron Rodgers now.
But they just got Teddy.
Yeah, but I mean, you're taking Aaron Rodgers every time. But if that's the case, they're not going to jump either. But I don't know if they can get something put together. But they might jump for Mac Jones as well if he's available. I don't know. I'm really kind of curious. The Falcons are on the clock. They've got about 4.5 minutes.
So do we want to stick it out for top five?
I mean, we can. I mean, I'm fine with it. It's gonna be a long fucking episode if we do that.
Andrew, it's our podcast. It can be as long or as short, however we want it.
Oh, absolutely, it can.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Let's just see because here's the thing: Casey putting the fucking Pits. Oh no, he was wrong about obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, Casey, you're an idiot. You're a moron, Case. I love you. Just joking. Well, I mean, you are a moron, but I do love you. I love you like a little moron brother, if that makes
Sure.
sense.
Good. You're doing it.
Oh my God. Okay.
Man. Okay. So
I guess so. The 49ers, we seen Pitts.
I think that I don't know. As I'm looking at this, Pitts to the Falcons would be fine. It would. I don't think anyone's trading up to get Kyle Pitts. I mean, now you're not gonna trade up for a tight end, right?
I mean, if you want a person bad enough, you'll trade up.
I think that it's only acceptable to trade. I mean, not only acceptable, but it's mostly acceptable to trade up for quarterbacks because those guys will make or break your franchise. If in any scenario here, if the Bears trade up for Mac Jones, I'm not going to hate it because that they saw something in Mac Jones that they liked. That means that he's their guy. Go get your guy because if you're right, you just change your franchise in one night, right?
Potentially, yeah.
And I'll never fault a team for that, but I mean, there's circumstance, right? It'd be different if the Bears had not Mitchell Trubisky, if they had a Pat Mahomes already, I mean, and then they're trading him for a quarterback. That's stupid, but
I can't believe you have Mac Jones at number 3. Watch him not even go in the first round.
Mac Jones he'll go in the first round.
Yeah, but I don't think he goes top 15. I bet he goes second half of the first round.
I'm almost certain he'll go top 10 no matter what.
You think top 10? Really?
Yeah. Because once these guys who are projected top 3, top 4, top 5 start slipping from there, that's when guys are like, oh, we can trade up for that. No one's going to trade for the number 1 pick, but they'll trade for the number 8 pick,
I mean, the Bears have the number 20 pick. Yeah, I mean, they're looking to trade up from the insider information that I've seen on Twitter. So Panthers.
Pick is in for Falcons.
Do you think the Panthers would pick Mac Jones if he was available?
If they pick Mac Jones, I kill myself. No,
wait, Andrew, you were just talking about how you love Mac Jones and how he's just like Matt Ryan.
No. I said that's what I think Kyle Shanahan wants. I said because that's the other thing about these mock drafts. They don't have to be perfect. They have to be what you think the teams will do, right? Which is so because I've seen people fuck up. If I would have had to put that the Packers were going to trade up for Jordan Love in last year's mock draft, that's terrible. But that's the kind of shit that happens every year that you have to try to wrap your dumb little mind around.
Hey, the pick is in. Roger Goodell's walking to the podium. Don't fucking read me some sleeper notification.
I can tell you who they picked. I know who it is.
You do?
I did.
Because of sleeper?
Yep.
Turn it off, man.
You're
You're literally ruining the suspense of the podcast.
I know exactly who it is. You don't know, so it's great because we could talk.
No, this is the whole point. We were supposed to.
I'm breaking the news.
Kyle Pitts.
There you go.
Pitts. They took Pitts, baby.
Which is good. That's good for my mock draft.
Pitts is a tall drink of water. Jesus.
He's a wide receiver, basically. Just who plays tight end.
4th overall pick. Okay, well, there's their Tony Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez is rolling in his grave right now.
Again, he's dead.
Okay, now the Bengals. Bengals are going to take an offensive lineman, right?
I think so. They might take Chase. They might take Jamar Chase because Burrow and him played together at LSU.
Okay, so I don't know if I want to fucking stay to watch the goddamn Bengals. I don't give a shit about the Bengals.
I also do not give a shit. So we'll take a whoosh break, which we haven't done in forever, and then we'll come back.
Hold on. Before we take a whoosh break, predict who the Panthers are going to take at number 8.
Justin Fields.
And just so we're clear, if they take Mac Jones,
I
you
will
will
not
go.
be back. You're doing it solo.
All right, whoosh.
Whoosh.
Welcome to Bet Bath and Beyond,
The second half.
the sequel
Yep.
to Draft Day.
Let's go.
All right, Andrew.
It's football.
All right.
So good news.
You
I
guys
don't
didn't
have to kill myself.
Yes, because the Panthers did not take cheeseburger
Michael
Big Mac
McCorkle-Jones.
McCorkle. No, Big Mac.
We did take J.C. Horn, who was a top 2 corner prospect in the draft class.
I can already tell you're coming around on him.
No, in all reality, like that is what he is. He was really good. He is great. He was great in college. He's going to be good at the next level. We have Jeremy Chin, who we drafted last year, who's a stud. And we also signed AJ Bouye this offseason. So we've got 3 pretty good I think very decent corners. It's just he wasn't number 1 on my board. I had Surtain, who we had the opportunity to take if we wanted a corner. But Justin Fields was there and we didn't take him, which means we're all in on Darnold, which means so am I.
Yep, you had Fields. So let's talk about that because Fields went all the way to number 10 or number 10 or number 11? Number 11.
Yep, exactly. To the Bears. So the Bears traded up.
The Bears traded up, traded with the Giants. The Bears were originally number 20, traded up. We all saw it coming. And the only question was, which quarterback were they going to take at number 11?
If they took Mac Jones, that would have been the cherry on top.
I would have died, dude. I would have died. Now, Mac Jones just falling in New England's lap.
Fall.
Just falling in the Patriots' lap at number 15. I don't hate that. I think that's a great value pick for the Patriots when a lot of mock drafts had Mac Jones going top 5.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're the Patriots, you can't be upset with that. You didn't really do much to get there. I mean, you lost some games. You got that pick. He fell into your lap. I mean, if he got the ceiling, if he's Matt Ryan, like we talked about before, that's a ceiling. I mean, Bill Belichick's going to have a field day.
What do they do with Cam now?
I mean, he's paid through the year. I mean, he's definitely. I don't know what their plan is. Their play styles are so different too. So it's not like you can build an offense for Cam and then throw Mac Jones in there. Like I feel like that's going to be a mistake. So you're going to have to make a decision early if you're going to start McCorkle or you're going to start Cam.
I'm going to die if Justin Fields turns out to be a dud and Mac Jones is the second coming of Tom Brady.
Yeah, no, I mean that's how it'll be, right?
And Pace will go down. Ryan Pace, general manager of the Chicago Bears, will go down in history as the worst general manager of all time because he passed on Mahomes, and he would have passed on Mac Jones if Mac Jones ends up being a superstar.
Yeah, which it's a possibility. I don't think it'll happen, but who knows?
I don't either. I think I actually, for once, agree with what the Bears did tonight, I'm shocked. I'm shocked that they did the right thing by grabbing Fields at number 11.
Let's see what else happened.
I want to shout out the Eagles for taking the Slim Reaper, Devontae Smith. I love him. I've talked about him.
He's their new Deshaun Jackson.
I love him. I love the Slim Reaper. That was a great pickup for the Eagles. Nothing really else top 10 wise that we can really. So obviously, did we get off before or after the Bengals picked?
We got off before the Bengals picked. They picked Jamar Chase, reuniting him and Mr. Joe Burrow.
It's shocking they didn't go for the O-line, but I guess they just paid an O-lineman. What are you fucking doing? What the hell is going on?
My dog is fucking running around. He's excited.
Yeah, are you playing with him?
No, it's him on the hardwood floor. He just got the zoomies at fucking late at night.
Jesus Christ. Whose idea was it to fucking record this late at night?
That's a great question. He's like running under the desk.
So let's see. 20, number 20 for the Giants, Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, I don't like that pick at all. I
That
think
was a weird one.
that was weird. Although Jamin Davis for Washington, I think Washington could win their division this year.
Yeah, I mean, they almost won it last
They
year.
almost won it last year,
Wait,
exactly.
didn't they? They did win it last year, right?
Did they win
Yeah, they
it
went to the
last
playoffs
year?
and lost to the Rams.
Oh, you're right. There you go.
But again, that's not hard to do. NFC yeast infection. Steelers taking Najee Harris.
Yeah, we saw that coming.
Everyone saw that coming. But then the Jags
Yeah, they
taking
took,
Travis Etienne.
and
Etienne.
that's crazy. Etienne is how I've been pronouncing it, hearing it pronounced. It's funny. Like immediately after that, Sleeper sent a notification that has Urban Meyer quoted. It just says Etienne is going to be a third down back. It's like, why'd you fucking pick a third down back in the first round? Yeah, bullshit, Urban Meyer.
um, I love so. I'll give my
27.
take for the Ravens. 2 picks tonight, late in the first round. I love Rashod Bateman at number 27. A lot of mock drafts had him going earlier in the draft. I think a clear number first round wide receiver. So, and we needed one. We needed a
Yeah,
wide receiver. So now
I,
we've got Bateman.
which
We've
I like.
got
I like that pick as well.
good. You should if you're smart.
Now the
Sammy
pick,
Watkins and now Hollywood Brown.
yeah, and honestly, with the 31st pick, you guys picked Jason Owa, who's not a bad pick, but I really did expect you guys to grab another wide receiver. I figured double up on the first round wide receiver talent, just see what sticks.
I thought, okay, so the idea crossed my mind of do we just exactly what you said, just load up on wide receivers and see what sticks. But at the same time, I don't know what kind of message that sends, right? Like, I don't know, just like, hey, I'm just going to grab as many wide receivers or as many players at one position as possible and see what happens. I mean,
Right.
maybe that's the smart move statistically, but I don't know if that sends the right morale
To
to
other receivers.
yeah, or just to the fan base, or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought we needed an edge rusher, and yeah, I mean I don't really know much about Jason Oway. Oh, I like I
I
like
think it's
saying
Owa.
away, 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 away. I'm gonna say that a lot.
Ravens Ravens.
I'm
And
gonna
you throw your
say,
shirt on the ground.
even if that's not how you pronounce his last name, away, 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 away,
Um,
away, away.
and there is a guy named what is it? There's like a defensive tackle prospect from Alabama, which everyone thought was going to be a first round guy, but he hasn't been picked yet. I think the Jags might pick him right away in the beginning of the second.
Um, Other than Kadarius Toney, I didn't see any like head turners or head scratchers, if you will. Uh, the Packers, in clear Packers fashion, didn't get a wide receiver, even though they needed one, and they got a cornerback.
Yeah, I thought that was really weird. I mean, I like Eric Stokes. I think he's a good cornerback. I think it was a good value pick for like where he went, for like positional value, player value, and like pick value. But they also might be thinking that like who fucking knows, dude? Like the rumors are that the Broncos and the Packers are talking about a deal for Aaron Rodgers. If that's the case, then the Packers might just be preparing for the worst and be like defense, 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 make it as easy as possible on the new Jordan Love.
Yeah, I guess
But
so, man. I
I don't know. We'll watch that closely.
That is, I mean, that's breaking news from today. It's all speculation at this point on where Aaron Rodgers will end up. Apparently, it's not happy in Packerland, in
How
cheese
could you be?
country.
It's fucking cold.
But I mean, they were one game away from the fucking Super Bowl yet again.
They're one play away from the fucking Super Bowl.
Oh man, uh, Andy, biggest winner of this draft.
Vikings had a crazy thing where they traded back and still got their guy.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think that I think that the Niners are huge winners in the sense that they got the rawest guy, but they also are the best landing spot for any quarterback, like as a rookie, because they have a great defense. They've got a great mind in Kyle Shanahan. They've got weapons like Kittle, Ayuk, Debo, and the run game is great. So I think they're a big winner here. Otherwise, Bears win with Justin Fields, hopefully.
I I I think the Bears. I think the Bears made the right choice. I really do. I just usually whatever the Bears do, and again, I'm not a Bears fan at all, but usually what the Bears do, I get this sick churning gut like, hey, why are you doing that? I'm not even a fan of your organization, and that pisses me off that you're doing that. I can't imagine being an actual Bears fan and watching them just flush talent down the fucking tube. I actually loved what they did tonight. Traded up, got their guy, and hopefully Justin Fields is a good quarterback because God knows
Right, they need it.
well, Big Dick Nick and fucking Dalton,
Trubisky
Andy
and
Dalton
yeah,
wasn't
Dalton.
going to be they weren't going to be the guys. But what a
And
depth chart, right? What a depth chart.
yeah. Another obvious winner is the Jags. I mean, they got the number one overall pick. They got Trevor Lawrence, and then they got Etienne. So I mean, like those are both
Jags,
high
yeah.
value players.
I think the Jets also did well with Zach Wilson and Vera Tucker as a guard.
Yeah, they traded up for Veritek. I think they reached a little bit, but if he's good, I mean, like your highest ceiling for a guard is like, what's his name, Quentin Nelson. Like if you get Quentin Nelson out of Vera Tucker, that'd be insane. But you're probably not. I thought it was weird to reach for that, but
Well, they said that they might move him up to the outside.
yeah, that's true. If they move him like to the right tackle or something, you got to protect your future with Zach Wilson.
Yeah, and then biggest losers.
Packers, Saints, probably.
Saints.
Yeah, they grabbed Peyton Turner, but I mean, like, there's so many things I think that team needs because, like, I don't know, I don't think they're competing next year. I really don't.
Well, 30 for 30, Jameis Winston maybe has something else to say about that.
The Cowboys I thought was weird. At pick 12, they picked Micah Parsons. That's their third middle linebacker now on fucking roster. They're gonna have to move somebody outside.
Yeah, that was weird. That was
But
weird.
He's very talented and he's a very good linebacker, but it just to have three of them on your roster is kind of weird. Yeah, I would say that's the big. Those are the big losers.
Giants just getting another wide receiver when you just paid Galladay. I didn't understand.
Well,
but
I'm okay with that. But like I don't get that wide receiver. I don't understand why they went with that. They could have gone. I don't know, dude. They could have even grabbed Bateman. They could have grabbed Bateman. It would have been better. Like, why are you
Packers
grabbing-
could have grabbed Bateman. I'm really
Packers
glad they
could've-
didn't.
Or Elijah Moore. Like, I don't get why Elijah Moore is still on the board either. But
Yeah, Elijah Moore falls to the second round. I think I would have rather had. I mean, this is all speculative, and we won't know until everyone gets on the field next year, or next season. But I like Bateman over Moore.
a lot of people do. I'm in the minority. I like Elijah Moore. I like what I see from him. But I mean,
All
I think Bateman's-
speculative.
Yeah, it's draft season, baby.
All right. Well,
Grapefruit.
yeah, sure. Grapefruit. I'd love some.
Normally, you can only get this technique in one of my classes, but I wanted to share this with you because I believe every man should get grapefruited. When you grapefruit your man, it's going to feel as if you are giving him head and fucking him at the same time.
Every time I come around your city, bling bling. Every time I come around your city, bling bling. Every time I come around your city, bling bling. Every time I come around your city, bling bling. Every time I come around your city, bling bling. Every time I come around your city, bling bling.
Valentino Summers and Wave Runners. Chains on my niggas like slave runners. Drug dealers anonymous. Valentino Summers and wave runners. Chains on my niggas like slave runners. Drug dealers anonymous. How many Madonnas can that Mazda fit? My brick talk is more than obvious. It's ominous. Garage is the phantom. Ghouls, ghosts, and goblins. Blonde mohawk the collection. I'm Dennis Rodman.
No better feeling would he ever get than being grapefruited. No better feeling would he ever get than
Every time I come around your city, bling bling. Every time I come around your city, bling bling. Every time I come around your city, bling bling. Every time I come around your city, bling bling. Every time I come around your city, bling bling. Every time I come around your city, bling bling.
Time to hit the showers because baths are for babies.